Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red. And it's a really bright morning, fresh morning out there. And I think it's going to be a lovely day. So we've got Mark chapter 7, and we're looking at verse 10. For Moses said, "Honour your father and your mother, and the one who speaks evil of his father and his mother is certainly to be put to death." So Jesus is saying of Moses said. So Moses said. Now why did Moses say? Because God had said to Moses. God had given Moses the commandments. And one of those commandments was, Moses, write down this commandment. And one of them was this, that we need to honour our father and mother. And there's a sense in which we need to honour and respect them, to embrace them, because they're our father and our mother. We're not to speak wrongly of them, because if we do, there would be problems for us. Now, in this scenario, Jesus is giving them this first instructional example for the purpose of contesting with them with regards to them disregarding this law. So it's a preparation verse, really, in order for the people to see what he's about to say. But we can look at it in the way that Moses penned it, in the way that God gave it to Moses. That God has instructed us to honour our fathers and our mothers. Now, if we've not had a great father and our mother, then we could have difficulties in really wanting to honour them. Because how can you honour someone that has not treated you so well? The role of a father and the role of a mother is such an important role in the life of a child. The mother and the father are supposed to bring security and blessing and enrichment. But if you haven't had that, then you may not well be able to honour. If you've been abused by your parents in some form, you may not be able to honour them. And there's a sense in which we need to safeguard ourselves in regards to our negative feelings, despite the fact that we may not have been treated in the way that we consider to be the best possible way from our mother and our father. But the word of God stands. Honour your father and your mother. That's an instruction that God gave to Moses, and now Jesus, thousands of years later, is speaking to the people about what Moses said that God said to Moses. And this is the commandment. This is one of the revelation word commandments that was given to Israel through Moses in the 10 commandments back in Exodus. So Moses said, Jesus says, honour your father and your mother, and the one who speaks evil of his father and mother is certainly be put to death. So there's a curse associated with the dishonouring of our mother and our father. They're to be put to death, said the law, that you can't speak or, as it were, present yourself against your father and your mother, lest you be cursed in a particular way. So how do we deal with this stuff if we've been on this train, if we've been on this journey where we have been those who have not honoured our father and our mother, said things about them, felt things about them, wanted them to not embrace good things? How do we, well, we do it like we do with every other issue that every other sin that we commit. We come to God, we say to God, God, I have not done these things and I'm sorry. Please, Father, forgive me for dishonouring my father and our mother. And what will happen when we do that is we break ourselves away from the curse that comes as it relates to dishonouring them. So we need to honour our father and our mother, and we get cleaned up again by coming to God and saying to God, God, I have not honoured them. Forgive me. I honour my father and my mother. And you re-establish the foundations of your relationship. Even if they're dead, that doesn't make any difference. The reality of the curse remains. So we need to come to God and say, Father, forgive me for dishonouring my father and my mother. It doesn't justify their inappropriateness, but it will release you from any curse. Thanks for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.